Oh no, I'm live. You want to come up and join in a little bit? It's just a little one. Yeah. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to watch this live myself. So we're going to switch this account. I don't think anybody's on yet anyway, so we'll just do. We can do live talking. Good morning. Let's say yeah. Good morning. Give me a second here. I'm going to try and. What am I doing here? I feel like an idiot. Gotta go to YouTube, and then what I'll do is I will find my subscriptions, is which I'm subscribed to myself, so therefore I can say that I'm live, and there's going to be a delay, and wow, is that what I look like? Damn. Alright, so now I can move this thing here so that you guys can actually see. Something like, okay, so it's easier to use my telephone than it is to do a live stream than it is to actually do all the crap that I got to do on my computer to become a live stream. I'm going to pause this because I don't need it to be running to read the comments in the comment sections. Oh, you know what's the matter? I got to put my hearing aids in. Hold on 1 second. I got to put my hearing aids in. Okay, so I am back. All right, good morning. Now, all right. So these are my hearing aids. They come in two different little guys here. There's a red one, R, red is right. And what you do, I have a dryer that I put them in. And are you serious? Ag Talk, they throttled it? That was nice of them. Yeah, they don't like me anymore. So what you do is you close that little door, you hang it on the back of your ear, and you put it in here, and there you go. So these are Bluetooth, and and y'all can hear. Oh, there it goes. So the Bluetooth thing kicked in, and can you hear me better? Good morning from Texas. So I'm pretty sure you guys should be able to hear me better. Good. Good morning. Hi. Whoa, that's cool. It is cool. They are cool. Wow. Farmall Fanatic. Another. Yep, got louder. Thank you. Thank you. Can you see them? This is the amazing thing. I was talking to my son. Hey, Aditha, how are you doing today? Good to see you. Farmall Fanatic, what a nice guy. He gave me $5, which is insane, but he does it every time. He calls it the entry fee. Yeah. Okay, so good. Now it's better. I did have a subject that I was going to talk about, and I forget what the hell it was. I forget what it was. Yeah, but I do want to. Now, what? Oh, I see Debbie Hill popped in here. Debbie, I'm going to come and visit you today. Hopefully, I can get my secretagogue because I'm feeling old again, and I don't like feeling. Good evening from Brunei. So your flight is going to come into Manila on the same day that we are coming in, correct? Is that correct? Teresa, how are you doing? Better. Better. That's what she says. She's better. She's doing better. She's actually, oh, cool. But you're a couple hours behind, if I got that right. Because, I mean, we can hang out in Manila for a while, and then come back and pick your butt up. That's awesome. I don't know. Secretagogue is pretty good stuff, if you ask me. Oh, you're 2 in the afternoon. What time are we coming in? 12:45 or something. 12:45. So, yeah, we're only going to be an hour and a half behind you. So, yeah, we'll get to hang out at the airport. Probably go down. There's a nice little place down there that we can get something to eat. I know. I've been there before. And we'll go get something to eat, wait for you, and then come pick you up at the terminal when you come in. Be good to see you. I'm sure you'll just love William. You'll just love William. He is a handful and a half. and we're gonna leave him with you, so me and Teresa can disappear off into the Philippines and do kind of crazy stuff. And we'll be getting phone calls like, "Can you come home? Please come home. I swear this kid's gonna drive us to drink." Yeah, that's what's gonna happen. I can't wait. Oh, that's fun. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. No snow vacay? No, I don't know. We got a lot of work to do. Oh, it's going to be a blast. Lake effect snow, no, you can have that. There's no snow outside. It is cold. It's like 15 degrees out there. Fahrenheit, not Celsius, but Fahrenheit. Seeing a jump with grain prices with trade deal. Hopefully it continues. You are going to see a jump in the grain prices. I'm pulling the corn planter in after I get some other things done. Like today, I have to take a baler to Messick's. So at some point today, I will be at Messick's. I have to wait for Teresa to get back from her um, doctor's appointment. She has to go and get her throat checked out, and they're going to say, "Good job." And I'm not going with her. I'm just going to have William running around here. Yeah. So the jump in Dave O'Brien. Glad you're here. The jump in grain price is, it's going to fluctuate. I know I talked about this on Ag Talking to Raw, and I got some people like, "Oh, you're crazy. You don't know what you're talking about." Well, I've been around a while. Harmless Farmer can't wait to buy your. Oh, is Andy here? I didn't see him. Yorkshire. Yeah, I'm pulling the corn planter in, and I'm going to redo it. We're going to redo that thing. I didn't see Andy on here. Where the heck is he? Oh, there he is. Good morning. I see. I got you. I got to look up on the big screen. Um, Getting happy with his car? No, there's an issue with the car. Yep, we had a failure. We had a complete failure, and I didn't film it because it was quite sad. I took the car out, ran like a raped ape. But we know what happened, and it is a very common thing to happen. And no matter how clean you make these little motors, if there's any little bit of junk, the sump screen is this big. It's like an inch and a quarter. I agree with you, MJ, 100%. Andy Detweiler is a well, let's put it this way. He is the argument, and I'm sorry, Andy, if I'm using your name and everything, but Andy Detweiler is the argument against disability. Now, there are people that are completely disabled. I mean, completely. They've got spine issues and things like that. But when you have people with lazy eye, they get disability, and that is a fact. I have a friend that I went to school with. He had lazy eye, and he got permanent disability because he couldn't see properly. Even though he drove truck for me and tractors and did really good, but they allowed him to do that. So yeah, he is an awesome fellow. I'll tell you what, I'd like to shake his foot someday. And yeah, oh my God, that's terrible, isn't it? But I've watched Andy now for a while, and what a great sense of humor this guy has. A great sense of humor. Now, I haven't watched any of your Farm All videos, Andy. I've been so busy, and you're gonna have that thing back together already? I just saw your feet on a clutch this morning. I didn't get a chance to get onto it and look, but yeah, it's great. So I'm doing this live stream because I'm really upset about that car. What happened was there's RTV cement, and apparently, see, we cleaned the heads and everything as best as we could, but there's oil galleries in the heads and also in the pump. As he beats you on the use of foot pounds, he certainly does. Um, yeah. Oh my God. I hope he's not offended, which I doubt that he is. Anyway, so what happened is what we feel has happened, and I haven't pulled the engine out of there. I took the car for a ride, ran like a raped ape. He took it out. He took it for a drive, came back. It was fine. And then it sounded like it had a miss. And we had that the night before. There was a miss in one of the cylinders that it was a little bit, that it was lagging. We'd rev it up a little bit, and then it would run fine. And then it would like foul. We felt that there was a fouled plug or a bad coil pack. Yeah, I didn't think you were. Any man that can go into a chainsaw tent and say, boy, that's a nice chainsaw. Yeah, it's just like the one that took my arms off. It has a sense of humor that I like, and I don't think you can offend a man like that. But Andy, you're a great guy. I love your sense of humor. I think we're on the same plane there. So, anyways, what has happened is there was crap in the galleries that we couldn't get out, and there was crap in the oil pump that should have been out, and it didn't get out. And there were probably more than likely leftover bits of silicone. And like I said, the sump on that engine is only that big. And we got it running. We took it out. We drove it about 15 miles and rocked it pretty good. We went around the corners really nice and sloshed that oil around in there, and everything was going great. No idiot lights, no engine lights, nothing. Brought it into the shop, and it sounded like it was having that miss. So I said, we got the gasoline in this thing is like 3 months old, and that's a big no-no. Gasoline today does not last any more than a month. So what we did, what I told him to do was to go up to the gas station and get some fresh fuel in it, and it'll probably clear that up. Well, he got to the end of the road and he stalled the car. And then he went to start it up, and it was slow. It was like, "Ruh, ruh, ruh." He calls me and says, hey, I think the battery is weak. And I'm thinking, well, maybe the alternator didn't get Lady Farmer Thinks Big. How, there you go. Not anymore, huh? No, I'm not lonely anymore. I haven't been lonely for a while, a long time. But anyways, it was slow and it wouldn't fire. So I went up and we pulled the thing home. And when we pulled it in the shop, I could turn it a little bit. And then as it cooled, it locked up. And that's it. Done. Yes, she's in the Philippines. Lady Farmer Thinks Big is in the Philippines. We're planning on coming out. I don't know if, to get to your farm, I would love to film your farm. I'd like to show it on my channel, if that's okay with you. I don't think you're far from us. If you said you're in Quezon Province, we're up in Olongapo, so we could probably bloop, 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 shoot down there. I imagine it'd be a day trip down and a day trip back, but it'd be a blast. And I think he said you have to take a boat to get to your farm, which that's cool. As long as I don't get murdered and thrown into the water, we're okay. But I think if your boyfriend or fiance or whoever he is, Brian, I believe is his name. Is his name Brian? Can't even remember. Brian, right? I think it's Brian. Yeah. If he survives the trip, then it's good. I'll make a new video this weekend. Hello from Germany. Camshaft okay? I don't even know, nor do I care if the camshaft is okay. We're going to pull that engine out of there, and we're going to get a different one, I guess, because it's just whatever. Sometimes these things work out, sometimes they don't. And unfortunately, this time it didn't work. That's the first engine I've lost. I've done a lot of engines in my life. One when I was in high school, it was a Tecumseh engine, and I didn't put it together. I didn't completely put it together. Gee, Will. I didn't completely put it together. It was a friend of mine that put it together, Mikey McIntyre. It was his engine, and I gave him $20 for the thing. I was going to put it on a go-kart that I had built, but he had put it together 90% of the way, and I had to finish it up and get it started. And what he had done was he flipped the connecting rod the wrong way. And when you do that, they don't hold together. And I ventilated the block, and that was the end. What did he do? Whoa, what did you drop?
He dropped.
Ooh.
You want to run around? I don't have time.
It's gone, junk, locked up. The suction tube, the suction screen. Wow. What is he after? He doesn't usually cry like that unless yeah. He's crying. Oh yeah. What did he do again?
You want to run around with his toothbrush?
Oh, she took his toothbrush away. He loves to brush his teeth, but she took his toothbrush away, and he wants to run around with it in his mouth, which is can be fatal really. If he falls and that thing goes in his throat, it could kill him. So we don't do that.
That's it. That's it. I'm done. Here, right there.
Mommy did it now.
I don't have time for this. I don't have time for this.
I think I'm gonna have to go. Somebody's upset.
Yes. You stay right
Wow.
there. Right away. Right away.
That's an upset mommy. I'm back again. It was Carl. Carl called. She's probably beating up. No, she's in taking a shower. See, what William will do is she gives him his toothbrush to brush his teeth. Did you get a bath, little boy? I think she gave him a bath. Anyways, Philippines internet. No, it's not Philippines internet. Anyway, unless Michael Fazio's on here, then maybe that'd do it. I would understand if she swear I'm Pinoy. I think let's shut the internet. No, no, no. I'm here. I got a phone call. It was Carl, and you have to take that, because he's the driver and he's driving material down there, and they're going to shut down for 2 weeks, both places. So there's 10 loads of material that are not going to get hauled in. And that's something. 10 loads. 10 loads, that's a lot of money. And then you starve for a while. Of course, the one company, they owe me like shit tons of money. Shit tons of money. I got to make phone calls, but yeah. Oh, well, I forget what I was talking about anyway. What the hell was I talking about? Other than William crying, but he's down in his crib now, so playpen. I call it playpen. His crib is upstairs here, but the playpen is downstairs. So when he gets unruly, that's the best thing to do is to put him in the playpen. Yeah, back to my regularly scheduled programming. Oh, okay. Oh, it doesn't bother me. Yeah, no, it doesn't bother me that he cries like that. I've dealt with 4 other children, so it is what it is. You take the thing away. You can't let it bug you because it drive you insane. And to be honest with you, it's just kids being kids. They want what they want, and you can't give in to what they want, or you cause bigger problems later. Yeah, the Subaru's got big problems. That I know. But that's just life. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. Oh, I was talking about the Subaru. That's where I was. So the Subaru, the suction tube on the screen that goes to the oil pump, it's about an inch across. I mean, literally inch and a quarter. I don't even think it's an inch and a half, an inch and a quarter. Yeah, that is true. I have greater patience now at 47 than I did at 27. I can tell you that. Things that the kids did when I was 27 just crawl right up your skin, under your skin, and you I don't say you snap, but yeah, just let him cry. He'll get over it, and he won't even remember it when he's my age. He'll be like, "Oh, my toothbrush caused post-traumatic stress disorder," right? No, they don't, they don't care. He's already forgot about it. He's down there playing with something else. So yeah, you just gotta let that go. So, anyways, the siphon tube. Apparently, there was some particle, and it doesn't take much. Just the screens on those things are pretty tight, and this is actually a common thing with Subarus after they've been rebuilt. And we spent a lot of time cleaning. Actually, we spent more time cleaning than we did putting stuff together. Uh, did you saw the paneling on your walls in the background? These actually I bought, but the trim I made. So yeah, that's I bought that. It's a tongue and groove barn siding is what it's called, and I just thought that it was really neat, so I liked it, so I bought it and I put it in here. But the 2x6s and 2x4s that are under there, I saw those. Those were done on a mill down here in Delaware Township, Strimple's Mill, and me and Dan Janeski did that. We did. We did a lot. So anyway, the so that screen apparently it plugged up, starved the engine for oil, and that's it. Doesn't take long after that. Everything else was fine. We never did touch the pistons, and it was a new short block, so the pistons and the rings and the connecting rods and everything else was all brand new. It was a brand new block. So it's kind of sad that happened. But Merry Christmas to you too. Yes, Merry Christmas to you too. So we'll be there around the 1st of February and in the Philippines at that time. And if you want to meet up, I'd really love to take my camera along and film some of your stuff. You speak English extremely well. The last farmer that I filmed over there, he didn't speak much English. He actually spoke Kampampangan, and that Teresa understands some. And yeah, it was Kampampangan. It wasn't Visayan. So but Tagalog, he mostly spoke Kampangan and not so much Tagalog, and very, very little English. And he looked at me a lot like, "What are you, crazy?" But I think I do really well with you, and to show how the American farmers really, uh, if it's not a case of John Deere or a New Holland tractor or even a Fendt or that, there's no other way to farm. And I mean, they know that there's other ways to farm out there, but the vast majority of the world does not farm the way we do. You know, you get into the Philippines, even in Japan. I was really shocked at Japan. Japan's farming is very, very different than it is here in the United States. And I showed a little bit of that, but I was extraordinarily ill when we were there, so I couldn't film what I would have liked to film. So such is life, you know. But yeah, such is life. Oh, anyway, well, my wife is out of the shower now, and I got to get William dressed before he pees in his playpen because she's going to the doctor and I'm taking care of him. So I'm going to sign off now. I want to thank everybody for showing up and Farm All Thematic. Thanks for being here and the $5. Living in Okinawa. Well, Okinawa, I would like to see Okinawa. To be honest with you, I really would. Okinawa and Iwo Jima. I don't know if anybody lives on Iwo, but I was looking on Google Earth. I can't even find Iwo. It's not far from Okinawa, from what I understand, but I can't find it. And I'm gonna look. I'm gonna look now when I take off here. But yeah, that would be a really neat trip. I like Japan. Anybody that is planning or thinks that they wouldn't enjoy Japan, I have news for you. I had a very different opinion of Japan before I got there than when I left. And I think that Japan was just, on the list of as from a on a scale from 1 to 10. On a scale from 1 to 10, I would put that at a solid 9.9. It really is. It was amazing. And we went in the wintertime. I wish I could have gone in the summertime. It would have been a little better, but it was cold and windy and breezy, but the views are gorgeous, and there's just so much to see there. And oh, eat all their noodles. I'd eat every damn one of them. Boy, I tell you, you go to the ramen houses, and as sick as I was, I still enjoyed it. My taste buds were all screwed up, but I was sick. And then this Japanese guy that Teresa knows, his wife, he gave me this herbal medicine. Yeah, a little white powder in a little plastic bag, looked like cocaine. I threw that in the trash. I wasn't going to take that, but there was little yellow pills. He says, "Well, if you're feeling bad, take this." And boom, it was like, "Wow, what the hell did I just take?" Because it worked really well. So anyway, yeah, I got to sign off. I'll talk to you later. Got to get this kid dressed. So have a nice one. Thank you.